Today I'll show you how to make a blinking steam engine display so you can see whether or not your engines are working, and also an automatic cutoff to where you're not constantly burning fuel and you only turn on the arrays that you need. So I'll start by connecting the hot wire to my miniature computer right here, and then I'll connect my green signal wire as well, and I'll change the output to be an accumulator so that way it sends the charge as a value of a picture of itself. I find it's easier to remember that way. And I'll just show it off first. Keep an eye on the signal charge on the right side. So that's the gist of it. And the way that it works is by looking at the signal and figuring out if a signal was between two ranges, like example, between 50 and 75. So if it's 77, it turns on. And so I just compare two signals with each other, and I'll show you the computers in a second. You can see that these guys turn on at different intervals, that way they don't always power on at once. And you can choke the water out because you can monitor the signal of a pump. You can't actually turn off the steam engines with the circuit, but you can starve it of input, like water. So this first one is seeing, okay, if it's less than 75, send green, but I also need a validity. So if it's greater than or equal to 25, allow the arithmetic 1 to turn on. And that's the same just for the three major ones right there. And this last one, I want the red one to blink to maybe catch your eye. I don't know, just look cool. So I made this little miniature clock by letting it read the stone brick in this little belt. And if there's not a stone brick and the current tile, then it will turn off. And you can make like a miniature rotational clock here. And I'll show you the trick to get it perfectly even, where you deconstruction planar half of it and then drop a single item. And then you would just undeconstruction planar the whole thing. But I don't want to mess up this current thing that I have going on, so that's for your game. So that's that signal again if you're curious. And every single light is also set to where any signal that it receives, if it's one value of it, it turns on. So that works out because it can send different color signals down the line, and whatever color signal it gets, it'll, show up as a different color light.